So I'm pretty sure we can all agree that Fortnite is in a horrible state right now. Why, you may ask? Well, let's just take a look back on what we got this season. We got UFOs. We got one of the most broken weapons in the game. We got literal f***ing wall hacks. And now these days, if you shoot a singular bullet at another player, they're gonna build the f***ing Eiffel Tower and hit a clip on you. And not to mention the fact that the collabs have gotten so far out of hand that we have Rick Sanchez running around in Fortnite. It's all too much to take in sometimes. Do you ever just wish we could go back? What if I told you that we can? Check this out. Hey, wake up. Does this place look familiar to you? That's right. We're in Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 3. You thought I was lying when I said we were going to go back to the old Fortnite. Okay, before we continue the video, I want to give you a heads up real quick. So, the footage beyond this point may not look the best, and I apologize for that. All this has been filmed on my laptop, which can't really handle high performance games and recording that well, so I apologize if the recording doesn't look the clearest on your guys' end. I would also like to add that I'm sorry if I'm not like energetic during this segment in the video. I'm just so tired, and I still am. I haven't slept. I just have no energy in me right now, so yeah. Okay, now let's continue with the video. We are now in game of Chapter 1 Season 3. We can see the Salty Springs right here. One of the best locations. I'm just kidding. I did not like this location at all. So we're going to go over to Dusty Depot. But why not Tilted Towers? Don't worry, we'll go to that later. Okay, guys, look. Guys, look. I'm the first ever person to crank 90s. Look at me. I'm going. Oh my god. I'm so bad at Fortnite that I can't even crank 90s in Season 3. Alright, guys, here we are in Dusty Depot. Now, I came here for a reason, to tell you a story. So, I'm gonna be honest, I really didn't play Fortnite Season 3. I really didn't play Fortnite Season 3. My first ever game of Fortnite, I landed at Dusty Depot. Because I heard everyone talking about Fortnite at my school. Like, I was just walking down the hallway, and I just hear people talking, and they're like, "So, dude, wanna play Fortnite after school?" "Yeah, sure, I'd love to play some Fortnite." And I'm like, what's a Fortnite? So I downloaded the game on my Xbox. I decided to give it a try because what's this Fortnite that everyone's talking about? I mean, it can't be that bad, right? It can't be as bad as I thought it was, right? Well, at first glance, it kind of was, I'm going to be honest. It's better than the Fortnite we have now, let's be real. So my first game, I went into squad fill because I didn't know how to change game modes. Stupid. I'm pretty sure my whole team, they probably went like over on this side of the map, the Greasy Grove, and they probably went tilted. Okay, I'm going to reenact my first ever game. My squad went over there, my first ever game. I landed in here. I'm pretty sure I went to the middle warehouse. I'm so confused on what I'm doing. I didn't know how to sprint or anything. That's how you know I was a default. I just started breaking stuff because I thought, oh, do I have to... What do I have to do here? I started like searching chests and getting loot. What I did was I saw my teammates' names on the map. I was like, well, I gotta go get to them. So I started running across the map on my own. Pretty sure I even tried building on the way there. I want to see how this whole building mechanic works. So I like... I don't know, I probably placed a couple walls, maybe a couple floors, maybe a stair or two, maybe just one pyramid. So anyways, I'm trying to walk over, trying to find my squad. Someone just pops out of nowhere and kills me. And I'm like so confused. I'm like, how do I get out? What, can I like kill myself or something? And then I get finished, and pretty much for the rest, I didn't know like you could leave the game. So I was stuck spectating the whole game. I almost got a win on my first game though, because it ended over at Greasy Grove. I still have the screen. I have the screenshot of when this happened. It ended over at Greasy Grove, and our team was about to win, but I'm pretty sure he got like ganged up on by a full squad. I still have the screenshot. I'll put that on screen now. I'm gonna be completely honest. The graphics in this Fortnite, they're low-key kind of better than the ones we have now. That's probably just because I play on an Xbox, so I'm capped at 60 FPS. One of the most important places in Fortnite. No, the most important place on Fortnite. Like, if you haven't landed here at least once in your entire Fortnite career, you're doing something wrong. You know, they really need to bring this place back. Like, I don't understand why they didn't bring it back with the Chapter 2 map. Salty Towers wasn't enough, man. It was just a knockoff. It was just a cheap knockoff. Every time I would land tilted, I would always land. Me and my friend would always land at this building right here. This is just more of a safe building. Plus, this building is good because you loot up there, you come down, there's this little shop area down here, you can get some ground loot, except it doesn't spawn, so it really doesn't prove my point here. I don't exactly know what else I can explain here in Season 3 because I didn't play it enough to have enough knowledge of it. So now that we're done here, let's move on to the next season. Hey, wake up. We are now in Chapter 1, Season 5. This is personally one of my favorite seasons because this is when I really started playing Fortnite, and this season just gives me the most nostalgia. So I had a lot of good memories playing this season. It was just so much fun back then. I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear me explain a bunch of bullshit in the lobby, so let's get right into the game. Also, I want to apologize in the last segment if I didn't sound very energetic in the last segment. I just got no sleep when I recorded that. It's a new day though, so I'm rested. I have energy now. Okay. We are now in the Chapter 1 Season 5 map, and we're back at Salty Springs, but no one cares about that location. God, I honestly forgot how big the rift up there was. It's honestly like so big. Please do not take that out of context. just don't. Okay, guys, here we are at Paradise Palms. This is honestly one of my most favorite locations in the game. Like, I just love the whole. In fact, I loved like the whole desert part of the map. Like, it was just so good. I remember landing here so much in Chapter 1. This place is just a really good place. I really like the whole modern vibe of Paradise Palms, like the modern houses, the hotel. I don't want to talk about how many times I fell off that building when I landed here. This place is honestly this is just one of the best locations. And I cannot stress that enough. And one of the most important parts about Season 5, golf carts. Dude, I remember I was playing with one of my friends. We got in a golf cart, and there was a rift up ahead. I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I drove this into the rift? I drove it into the rift. We both died to fall damage. Remember back then, dying in Fortnite in the most stupidest ways possible was just so funny. But now if you die to something stupid, you're gonna throw your fucking controller across the room. Oh god. Ah! Ah! Oh my god! Okay, so we are now entering Lazy Links, one of my other favorite locations. Wasn't really that populated most of the time. Like, it was a good place to get, like, okay loot. I remember just coming in here, looting in here, and there'd always be someone camping in here and I'd die and it wasn't fun, but it was still fun. Like I said, dying in the most stupidest ways possible back then was actually kind of fun. Even if something was like not good back then, it was still fun to play the game. Oh, the game now is just so boring. It just has too much unnecessary crap. Okay, I'm gonna go to one more location in this season and we're gonna move on to the next one because this next location was like, it was really special to me. I really don't want to say it was like, it's special the word I'm even looking for. I don't know. So we're now at Wailing Woods. Why, you may ask? Well, because this was like one of my most dropped locations back then. Because I was scared of going literally anywhere else on the map. This is just on the outer edge of the map, and no one really landed here, so it was like a good place to land and get. It was also really good because there's a bunch of trees. You get a bunch of mats, and you build sky bases. I remember landing here in the playground OTM and knocking down almost all the trees to get a bunch of mats, and I built a huge sky base over the map. Creative will just never feel the same as Playground. Like, the newer Fortnite players wouldn't understand. Okay, so I pretty much went over everything I wanted in this season. Now let's move on to the next one. Hey, wake up. You get the point, we're in another season. So we are now in Season 7, another one of my personal favorites. What the hell, I said that about every season I played so far. I guess it really goes to show that Chapter 1 literally cannot compare to Chapter 2 at all, with how good it was. So you get the point, let's just go into the game. Alright guys, so we are back at Salty Springs. I don't care, take me to the snow biome. Alright guys, so we are now on the Season 7 map, one of my favorite maps. Because this map was just perfect. Like, you had the grass biome, the desert biome, and the snow biome. It was just a perfect mix of biomes. Alright guys, so we are now in the snow biome of the map. This was honestly like one of my favorite additions to the map. Like back then, I kind of hated it because it was here for like too long, so I really wanted like Greasy Grove to melt. That was my least favorite part about this. I didn't really like the snow biome like when it was in the game, but now honestly I kind of miss it. It was like a really nice biome. So we're at Shifty Shafts. I didn't cover this in any of the last seasons because I was focusing on bigger locations, but since we're here, I just want to say that Shifty Shafts was a very underrated location. It was so good for like how underrated it was. Like you got a good amount of loot, but a lot of people went here sometimes. It was like right next to Tilted. I'm pretty sure the most important part of the season is this, Polar Peaks. I really missed the Polar Peak Castle. Like it was such a good place to go to if you wanted a lot of loot, but the problem is like a lot of people also landed here, so you kind of had to challenge a couple people when you're over here. But all in all, this place is really good. So we are now over at Frosty Flights, and I came here for a good reason. You see those over there? That's my exact reason for coming here. At first glance, I really hated the planes being added to the game because I thought people were just going to camp in the sky, but they actually really started to grow on me, and they're actually like really fun to use. Alright, so over here we got Happy Hamlet. Probably the second best location we had in Season 7. My favorite was Polar Peak. Yeah, Happy Hamlet was like, I don't want to say it was like a better version of Lucky Landing because Lucky Landing was really good, but it was a better version of Lucky Landing. And not to mention the fact that this is better than Misty Meadows. Like, Misty Meadows is just like a knockoff version of this place. This location was so much better because it was bigger, there's more houses to loot. So anyways, I think that's gonna be all for revisiting the old Fortnite. I only really did 3 seasons because I didn't want to go over every season in Chapter 1 because that would literally take forever. Who knows, maybe I'll do another video covering the other seasons of Chapter 1, maybe even Chapter 2 Season 1. So that's gonna be all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna end this with a default dance. Or not.